So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
Or as we say around here all the time, stand up, take a step, repeat. Well, Scott, how long do I stand up and take a step and repeat? Until you get what you want. But when am I going to get it? When am I going to get the thing that I want? Well, I don't really know that answer. I mean, for a lot of reasons, but mostly because of all the things we have control over, we don't necessarily have control over our time. We can take a lot of control of it, but at the end of the day, some things are up to other people. Some things are up to other things. And no matter how bad you want something, sometimes you got to wait for your time to be right. You've seen that before, right? But the good news is this. As long as you're committed and you're heading for what you want, you're already living it today. So you already have what you want, as long as you're heading that direction. So congrats to you. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day since 2006, episode 4,806 in the can, baby. And late this week, by the way. Hey, my name is Scott Smith. Good to have you. Late? What do I mean late? Well, I've been working really hard. You heard about that. I've had some projects I've been working on, my Face Your Passion coaching group. They're always difficult to get off the ground, but this is really a fantastic experience. So I've been putting the hours in like crazy, and I love every minute of it, although I hate it at the same time. Do what you love, even if you hate it, right? I love doing it, but I'm losing sleep. Oh my God, it happens all the time. Anyway, Wednesday, I was tired. I said, I can't even do a podcast this week. I'm done. I'm just checking out. I'll get back over the weekend sometime. So I just took off and just goofed off and slept and had fun, rode the motorcycle and did stuff with the kids, the whole thing. Came in on Sunday thinking, I need to do a podcast. Here we go. And just as I was about to do it, my wife is heading out the back door and she has towels and she has a scrub brush and a bucket and she's going to go scrub furniture. It's spring cleaning around here, right? And she looks at me and she has this wifely look on her face. Every guy knows the look of the wife, right? The look comes and then the words follow. And what are you going to do? And she didn't say it quite like that, but that's how I heard it. You know what I mean by that, right? What are you going to do? And I said, well, I'm going to go report a podcast. And she said, that's not fair. And I'm waiting, didn't say a word, because you like to record a podcast. I don't like to clean furniture. My friends, come close to me now. It's not often that Scott doesn't have words. And I'm not sure, I probably did have words at that time, but I also knew there are many, many times that you just don't say those words. And I'm not all that good at that either. But in this case, I had some words, maybe, and I didn't say those words, and I went to my studio. This story will continue after this one. Good to have you here today anyway. By the way, Perfect Week Planner, more popular than ever before. You know why? It gives you control over your life. If you want control over your schedule, if you demand control over your schedule, if you want to take control that everybody else is exercising on you of your schedule, it's simple. Go to perfectweekplanner.com, get the free download. I've thought it out for you. This is not something I did. I studied all the people who did it, and then I did what they did, and it worked. I wrote it down. Go get it. Change your life. Don't believe me? Go get it and try it. Throw it away. I don't care. Try it. It'll change everything. So on Monday, we always ask a very simple question. Have you done your homework? Here's your homework question. Ladies and gentlemen, Gold Star students, right now, do me a favor. Pull out your pen and write this question down. How's my life going? That's it. I want you to write it down. I want you to sit back and think about it for just a minute. And I don't care who you are, if you take a moment and detach yourself from the world around you and get connected with yourself. When you ask yourself that question, how's my life going? You are going to get an answer. It's going to flood into you like crazy, and you might not like it. You might hold it back. You might not. You might have been holding things away for so long, you don't even want to open up the truth that's coming right at you, and you started it. Nobody asked you that question. You asked it yourself. You brought it to you. So if you have the nerve to ask that question, how's my life going, and the nerve to sit back and open up and let it flow into you, at least have the courage to listen to it and do something about it. Do your homework today. So a couple of words, only 4 today. I've done this a very, very long time. I've had the good fortune of being along for the ride. I've said often when I come and do what I do, this is not me doing what I do. I didn't ask to be in this job. I didn't ask to do what I do. I didn't ask to do it the way that I do it. I just followed the path. I just kind of felt called to come in this direction 20 some years ago and started doing it. And I just kind of showed up and kept showing up and kept showing up and kept showing up. And eventually I realized, wow, there's a lot of people that I'm helping here. Now, early on, I will admit this completely. I thought it was up to me. I'm going to fix these people. I can do this. I'm your guru. Yeah, for like 2 seconds, I thought that a long time ago. It didn't take me long for me to realize I was completely humbled by everybody I ran into. And as time went on, I began to recognize this. It's you, them, everybody is on a journey. And I'm just happen to be on the journey with you. And I happen to have arrived in front of you today. And I happen to have something to say. Something is coming through me. And I don't know what it's going to be. Even now, I can't tell you what's coming up in the next 30 seconds. But I can tell you that I've experienced a few things over time that are always the same. Every single person I've ever worked with, it's always the same. If you've ever paid attention to the process that moves you forward and been stuck in your tracks, you probably have felt this yourself. It's 4 words. So let's go through these 4 words and see what you can do with them, okay? Everything begins to change with hope. There's a lot of science on hope these days. But everything changes with hope. When you have hope, you have a feeling of expectation and a desire for certain things to happen. Hope is incredible. A lot of the people in the world that have the biggest problems, the biggest challenges, they have no hope. They need hope. Humans need hope. So wherever you are in your world right now, whatever goal you're setting, you're running down the path. I'm going to set goals. I'm going to do all the work. All this stuff is out there. People have taught me how to do all this stuff. I'm telling you, if you don't have the real basic foundation built, if you don't understand what's driving you from the inside out, all that stuff you're learning is not going to work. That's why I don't talk about goals a whole lot, because nobody does the homework to get on the other side of it. I can give you a goal list. I can tell you exactly how to do it. But until you connect with yourself and understand what's driving the machine, it's not going to happen. My guess is you've been there before. So before you start anything today, or if you want to start something, do you have hope? Positive hope, exciting hope. Can you find an angle that gets you excited? And oftentimes when I'm chatting with people and working with them and they say, Scott, give me some motivation, help me out here, I'm looking for the thing that fires them up naturally. When I say face your passion, I'm looking for that thing that you go, yeah, man, if I could do that, life would be good. Oh, God, but I can't. I got to work. I got kids. I got this. I got that, right? I'm looking for that thing that gives you just the smallest little itty bitty glimmer of hope. That's it. So if you have hope, you can begin to move down the path to get whatever you want. Now, lots of folks start out with hope. You're positive, you're upbeat, you show up and listen to these podcasts, you read books, you study. You got a lot of hope. You're a positive person. Sometimes that's not enough. If you don't have hope, what do you have? What's the opposite of hope? It's fear. I know what they say, false evidence appearing real. BS. Freaking fear. Yeah, I'll say it. False evidence appearing. Who made that up? Even if it is false, it's scary, right? If you don't have hope, you're scared of death. You are. So if you find yourself in that fearful place right now, can't pay the bills, don't know what's coming next, got a relationship that's falling apart, it's okay. Be scared. Use that power that you've got, that may be all you have, and find your way back to hope. Fear, it's an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. Are you in fear someplace in your life? A bill coming in the mail you can't pay and you're fearful to open it? Did you get an email? You get a phone call. You don't want to answer it. You got a text message. Oh, man, I don't want to hear from that person again. Fear, fear, fear. It's real, right? Just be honest about it, okay? I'm not going to buy into that stuff. I know people say, hey, Scott, that's not a positive attitude. Yes, it is. I think there are certainly times when fear is false. I absolutely believe it. I can bust that all the time. But there are times when fear is absolutely ridiculously real. So find the hope. And you find yourself fearful, then do whatever it can to turn that into hope. You can reverse it, because if fear is kind of the opposite of hope, then hope is the opposite of fear. So from that position, you can spin it around and see the greener grass, can't you? It's hard sometimes. Days are long. There's not enough hours in the day. I don't know. Most people get plenty of stuff done and wear themselves out pretty darn good. If I gave you 48 hours in a day, I'm not sure you could survive it. Just saying. So when you commit to making your dreams come true, there's pretty much one thing that's going to get you there. Faith. You got to have faith. Now, faith is one of those words. A lot of people don't know what to do with faith. I know what I do with faith. I know what I do with it. And anything that I'm trying to do myself, or trying to believe that's beyond me, anything that's bigger than me, and that could be my own idea, that I don't believe I can do it, that I lose sleep over, I think, oh my God, this is crazy. What are you thinking, dummy? If I believe, that's all I got. And if all I have is that, I have faith. If I have complete trust and confidence in something or someone, it's going to work out. I've got hope. I'm pushing that fear down all I can. And I got so much faith inside me that, you know what, as long as I keep standing up, taking a step and repeating, it's going to work out. One way or the other, I don't even know what the ending is going to be like. I have no idea, but it's going to be good. I'm going to follow my faith. I'm going to dive in and go with it. And a lot of people don't do that. These days, it's so easy to get caught up in all the information overload that we have out there and lose the adequate information that Stoics like to give us so long ago. We get caught up in it and we start looking for the answers. And sometimes, my friends, there's just not an answer. Sometimes that thing you want or that problem you're having, there's just not an answer to fixing it. There's just not. You can't figure it out. It's way above your pay grade. There's not a book for it. You can't find it. You can't Google it enough. You can't get it. There's no way to answer your question. But if you got some hope, you got some faith, you can kind of lean into it anyway and go after it, can't you? You've done it before. You've done it 1,000 times. You might have done it today. Man, this podcast called The Daily Boost. What the hell's that? Oh, listen, I'll give it a shot. Why not? See what this dude's talking about. Not what you expected, is it? So hope. I hope you have it. If not, you need to find it. If you're fearful, hope's on the other side of it. Just turn around, look back behind you. It's there. Don't worry about that fear thing. And it is real. You're scared. You're scared. When you harness up that faith, when you put a saddle on that faith and go riding it, just kind of scream and yell like, woohoo, here I'm riding a fast horse. Let's go and see what happens. Sometimes that's all you got, man. That's it. You just got to go. And I will tell you, in everything that I've done in my life, I work really hard at what I do, and I try to create things. Everything I've done the last, my entire life, long time now. I'm just completely faithful that it will work out. It might take me 5 years, but I'll get to there. So what's next? What's the thing that stops me? We have hope, we have fear, we have faith. Check, check, check. You got all that, right? Courage. The ability to do something that frightens you. As a guy who's worked with a lot of people, coaching them over time, I can always get through the first 3. And maybe I'm getting lip service back. Maybe they're just kind of parroting me back what they think I want to hear. They talk about their hope and their fear, and they're ready to go. They got faith they can do anything. And then months and months and months and months and months go by, and it doesn't happen. The reason it doesn't happen is because the courage didn't get fired up enough to go after it, to run into the fire. Because it's going to be fire no matter what you want. It is. But is it hotter than where you are now? Is it worse than where you are now? Probably not. I mean, if you're not happy where you are and you want to create something new and different, then it's going to be scary. You got to have the courage to go after it. The courage to go after it is what will change your life. But so many people don't change your life because they've got the courage. They just don't believe in themselves. Cannot tell you how many conversations I've had where I kind of had to change the look on my face when I was talking to somebody on a Zoom call because I recognized I had it all in place. And I just didn't know what to do to get them to actually go do what they said they wanted to do. And I couldn't summon that courage. And something comes from deeply from within. Very few people can do that for you. It's really up to you to come up with that. And now you know you need it, right? Hope, fear, faith, courage. It's awesome stuff. Hey, come play with me at Facebook. Been a little bit quiet over there. You guys been on spring break, but come on over and say hi. I'll talk back to you. That's where I kind of monitor things. DailyBoostPodcast.com/Facebook and PerfectWeekPlanner.com if you want that freebie.
Keep